LDF was formed in 1940 and was driven by the vision of a set of attorneys who believed in something that didn't yet exist, that they could end Jim Crow, that they could end segregated America, that they could give the words of the 14th Amendment, which requires equal protection of laws to all persons, real meaning. There are elected officials operating in states around this country who are convening and passing legislation for the express purpose of keeping African Americans and Latinos from voting and participating in the political process. The Alabama voter ID case is just a perfect example of voter suppression.
Our experts found that Black and Latino voters are about 2 times more likely than white voters to lack the required photo ID.
These are legislators who had called Black people illiterates and aborigines, and said they were passing laws to try and fight the Black power structure. So there's no confusion about what this law was meant to do.
And it is one among many cases in which we have recognized this new wave of voter suppression that has taken hold of this country really since 2013.
And those include moving polling places, changing election days where people are unlikely to participate, setting up photo ID laws or proof of citizenship requirements, redistricting so that their voices are diminished. It is a gambit of stratagems.
Waller County, Texas keeps coming up with new ways to try to keep students at that college from voting.
Dozens of Black senior citizens southeast of Atlanta were ordered off a bus bound for the polls for early voting.
Abrams is currently suing Kemp for suppressing votes in the election that he is both running in and overseeing.
There are several lawsuits and demands being made of Brian Kemp. The NAACP Legal Defense Fund sent a strong letter to the governor and to Brian Kemp himself demanding that he recuse himself from this process. Effectively, we have the fox guarding the hen house. And right now, Kemp has 53,000 feathers on his lips.
For a decade, LDF has been doing on-the-ground monitoring on Election Day to ensure that every voter who we interact with is able to cast a ballot. So we will be in 7 states for this upcoming election, in Alabama, in Louisiana, in South Carolina, in Texas, in Georgia, in Missouri, and in Florida, protecting Black voters.
Our job is to position LDF to do work that makes us as transformative in the 21st century as we were in the 20th century. Think about what we were able to accomplish in the 20th century, with Thurgood Marshall having as his goal breaking the back of Jim Crow. When the forces of the federal government, the most powerful government in the world, are arrayed against the project of equality and justice and democracy, is precisely the moment in which we get to prove that we can be as transformative.